You know that feeling, right? You check your bank account or maybe your grades, and for a split second, your heart just literally stops. Yeah, it's this crushing, heavy weight of realizing, man, how little you've actually done.
Image, manga, black and white panel, boy in dark hoodie, staring blankly. Faded outline with glowing text overlay, eventually. Dramatic ink shadows, high contrast, time for growth channel style. Motion, slow fade in on the text. Mood tag, numb. Line, so you feel that panic, right? And what do? We tell ourselves, okay, I'll fix it eventually, but look, deep down, you know the truth. Eventually is just a complete lie. It's a lie you feed your conscience just so you can stay comfortable for one more night. All while that crushing weight of doing absolutely nothing just keeps building.
And then the morning hits. It starts the exact same way every single time, doesn't it? You reach for that screen before you even reach for a glass of water. And boom, within 10 minutes, your mind is just completely exhausted. It's noisy, it's drained, and the day hasn't even officially started yet.
Image, manga black and white panel, boy staring blankly at bright laptop screen in dark room. Heavy ink shading on eyes, dramatic ink shadows, high contrast, time for growth channel style. Motion, zoom out from face, mood tag, lost. Line, then you sit at your laptop. You know the drill. You look like you're busy, right? But really, it's just fake productivity. Your mind is literally miles away, just chasing shadows. Let's be honest, you aren't actually working. You're just sitting there waiting for the next quick dopamine hit to rescue you from the total boredom of your own life.
Image, manga black and white panel. Boy chained to bed by his phone cord. Menacing shadows creeping up walls. Dramatic ink shadows, high contrast. Time for growth channel style. Motion, pan across the chains. Mood tag, lost. Line, so why does this keep happening? Well, it's because your brain is completely addicted to the easy path. You see, you aren't struggling because of bad luck or, the system. No way. You're using that phone as a literal shield to actively dodge the pressure, the stress, and the very real, very raw discomfort of actually becoming someone.
Listen, you are slowly becoming a person the world is just gonna eventually ignore. By trading your focus and essentially your entire future. For what? 5-second videos and a comfy mattress? You're literally killing your own potential. Sure, it might feel safe right now, but it absolutely guarantees you'll just fade away into the background.
Image, manga black and white panel, boy aggressively slamming the snooze button on an alarm clock, sweat drops indicating stress, dramatic ink shadows, high contrast, time for growth channel style. Motion, quick zoom on the hand slamming the clock. Mood tag, numb. Line, think about this. Every single time you hit that snooze button, you aren't just stealing 10 more minutes of sleep, you're breaking a promise to yourself. And look, when you break enough promises, your self-trust completely dies. You actually stop believing your own words, and that just leaves you feeling stuck and, well, entirely empty inside. Seriously, look at your hands. They're steady right now, but only because they haven't carried anything heavy lately. Comfort, it's a slow, silent poison. It sneaks up on you. It makes you weak, it makes you impatient, and ultimately, it turns you into a total slave to your impulses. Right now, your discipline is basically an atrophied muscle. It's weak simply because you've never actually forced yourself to use it. But here's the thing, discomfort is not your enemy. It's your training ground. Every single time you choose the hard path, you're forging that muscle into an absolute weapon. Image, manga black and white panel, boy looking at a pile of chains, books, and weights, a magnifying glass emphasizing responsibility, dramatic ink shadows, high contrast, time for growth channel style. Motion, slow zoom in, mood tag, awakening. Line, and responsibility? It isn't some huge burden, it's actually the power to change the outcome. You aren't a victim of your routine, you are the architect of it. The real awakening happens the exact moment you stop blaming your parents or your bad luck, and finally take full 100% ownership of your life. So if you want to break these chains of comfort today, you do not need to sit around waiting for a miracle. What you need is a system, a solid, concrete system. I'm talking about a 4-part framework to rebuild your discipline right from the ground up. Image, manga black and white panel, structured diagrams showing 4 steps shattering through a dark wall, dramatic ink shadows, high contrast, time for growth channel style. Motion, quick cut, hard impact motion. Mood tag, burning. Line, here's the plan: the bone-free morning, the barrier breaker, the dopamine delay, and the focus window. Now listen closely. These aren't just suggestions, okay? These are strict, non-negotiable boundaries you have to set right now to take back control of your own mind.
Image, manga black and white panel, dramatic bold text, the bone-free morning, over a harsh sun rising, dramatic ink shadows, high contrast, time for growth channel style, motion, quick zoom on text, mood tag, burning. First up, we've got the bone-free morning. For the first 30 minutes after you wake up, you absolutely do not touch your phone. I mean it. Zero notifications, zero noise. You let your mind actually wake up in total silence. Why? Because if you can't even control the first 30 minutes of your day, you're never going to control the next 30 years of your life. It's that simple.
Image. Manga black and white panel, boy standing in front of a cracked wall with a massive number 5, dramatic ink shadows, high contrast, time for growth channel style. Motion. Camera shakes slightly on impact. Mood tag. Burning. Line. Next is the barrier breaker. Whenever you face a task that just feels, way too intimidating, you commit to doing it for exactly 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes. The hardest part isn't actually the work itself, it's just starting. Forcing yourself to tackle it for just 5 minutes completely breaks that seal of resistance, and then momentum just naturally takes over.
All right, rule number 3, the dopamine delay. You have got to stop giving your brain free rewards. No mindless scrolling, no junk food, and absolutely no entertainment until your top 3 daily tasks are 100% finished. You need to retrain your brain to understand one fundamental truth. Pleasure is earned. It is never, ever just given to you. Image, manga black and white panel, a glowing number 2 amidst a chaotic, faded background of distractions, dramatic ink shadows, high contrast, time for growth channel style. Motion, background fades out, leaving only the 2 glowing. Mood tag, burning. Line. Finally, we have the focus window. You need to carve out a 2-hour block every single day, where the outside world simply does not exist. No phone, no music with lyrics, just you and one single task. In a modern world that's just full of constantly distracted people, the person who can isolate themselves and focus deeply for 2 solid hours, that person becomes a king.
Image, manga black and white panel, boy at window looking at city lights, fists clenched, determined face, dramatic ink shadows, high contrast, time for growth channel style. Motion, slow zoom in. Mood tag, determined. Line, look, your youth, it's a currency. And right now, you might literally be spending it on things that will be entirely forgotten by tomorrow morning. It's crazy when you think about it, but time is the one and only thing you can never, ever earn back. Right now, you're standing at a literal crossroad between 2 completely different future versions of yourself. On one side, there's the version that chose comfort, still trapped in that same messy room, totally haunted by regret. But on the other side, that's the version of you who actually embraced the struggle, the cold, the sheer boredom of the work. That version is strong, that version is valuable, and finally, that version is truly free.
And here's the scariest part. The gap between those 2 versions of you is growing every single second you just sit there. You have to make your choice. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Image, manga black and white panel, boy at clean desk, open book, soft morning light, lighter ink shadows, time for growth channel style. Motion, slow pullback. Mood tag, rising. Line. Because discipline isn't just some lecture you casually listen to. It's a quiet, intensely powerful choice you make in total isolation. It's what you do when absolutely no one else is watching you. The real work, it begins completely alone. Image, manga, black and white panel, boy walking decisively down a bright hallway, dramatic ink shadows, high contrast, time for growth channel style. Motion, fade to black. Mood tag, rising. Line. So, I'll leave you with this. Who are you going to be when you wake up tomorrow? Stop watching this. Go do it.